Welcome guys to Adventure Time. I just thought I'd give you a small look at the bike that I've got, the KLR 650. It's the Gen 2 2008 model. I'm just shooting this on my smartphone. I'm going to be doing rear tire change, but not in this video. I just thought that I'd just give you guys a rundown of what I've done to the bike, and as far as how performance wise and that sort of thing that I've got out of the bike. This bike has got 63,000 on the clock, and it's been really good. A lot of people say that they use oil. I haven't really had an issue with the bike using oil, and yeah, it's just been really good to ride off-road, on-road, and I've just really enjoyed the S10 tires. These are the S10 Plus, and I've really enjoyed them. As you can see, I mean, that one is right down to the tread depth mark, and basically I've just really enjoyed it. Hi Sky. What I've done is I've fitted some GV crash bars onto the bike, and I've actually got some new pannier racks from Scott Adventure, which is I'll be fitting on the bike as well. I'm planning a trip soon, completely around Lesotho with some friends, and we're basically going to be going for about 4 days, and we're going to enjoy it. We're going to just be doing the tent thing. I've got soft luggage. I've got a top box bracket at the moment on top, which I'll be taking off, and I'll be using that soft luggage for the bike with the pannier racks. What else to say? I will be changing out these. I bought the bike with these. They're like thin aluminium sort of hand guards. They're not that strong. I want to get something decent for that. I want to try and keep these because these are good for branches, twigs and things when you're going through the bush, because they're nice and big. So I actually really like them. I want to just try and modify the other brackets and fit these onto them, but strengthen up, obviously, the main structure of them and keep it good. Other mods, okay, well, LED lights, it's got 3 modes, obviously flashing, dim, bright. I've put that as a backup for the lights. I've got these just Velcro on. They got like the hard clip top Velcro, so you can pull them off. It's 2-part separated in between, so you can pull off one side or the other, which is pretty cool. It's a nice tint to it. And I made up a dash plate. There is some guys online where you can get your own ones made. It's pretty much the same thing as all the other guys. My battery actually is low. This bike has been standing for a bit. I will be getting a new battery before the ride, and I just found this little watch. Is supposedly waterproof. I've washed the bike with it before. I just stuck it on there. It comes with a little 2-way tape. Stuck it on there. There's obviously a 12-volt normal jack. It's the marine one, marine grade. I don't know if you can see there, it says marine on it. I've washed the bike with all these on. I don't know if anybody has had issues with these specifically, but I haven't had any issues. I've just fitted a switch as well, just in case. There's a fuse underneath that runs to the main line, and on the battery side of things, there's a line which goes from the dash panel along the frame under the tank, and then before it gets to the battery there's another fuse, so in case there is some sort of a short with the line, maybe from chafing and that sort of thing, then it'll blow the fuse on that side. So it's got fuses on both sides. Mirrors, I've changed the mirrors. These are aftermarket. They're not very expensive. They're cheap. I think they're about 250 rand or so. I like them because they kind of come out sort of flush with the end of the bar, which is quite cool. I enjoy that. The other ones that I had sort of came out, more or less not too far. Obviously the originals are probably around the good ones, but I just preferred the longish angle to get a decent view of things behind you. Aftermarket screen, it's a high-rise screen. I don't know the brand. I actually got the bike with the screen. I'm going to also be putting 2 bolts in there, just to secure everything. I've got a couple of things that I need to do to the bike. Yeah, but it's got a LeoVince X3 pipe on it. Yeah, that X3, sorry. And that's about it. Only thing that concerns me, what I've been thinking of, is the indicators. When it comes to soft luggage, I want to try and keep it on the rack, and I want to, obviously this plate will come off, put the soft luggage over, but I'm just worried that the indicators are in the way of the soft luggage. So I don't know yet about the original indicators, if they are going to be coming off or if they're still going to be staying on. And yeah, I would like to put a thin LED light just in this section as an extra brake light onto the bike. That's what I would like to do. As well, I've done the frame mod, the drill through, complete drill through with some really high tensile steel bolts. The frame bolts as well have been changed on either side, as well as I'm going to be doing a drill through on these and going to put a nut on the back, also for the rear panniers, because as far as I know these also do strip, so that will change. What else? Okay, obviously doohickey has been done, eagle mark type doohickey. So I didn't actually do a video, but I did do it myself. I pulled the old one out, and yeah, I didn't have really any issues with it, but I mean, it's, yeah, I need to get it done. Suspension wise, still stock. I still got the stock suspension, but there's these valves that have been fitted to the top of the actual stanchion tubes with some aftermarket caps, and you can put pressure in. Now, before anybody says anything, you know, I've run it on about half a bar. What's it? It's like 0.6 of a bar, and I haven't had issues. Everybody would say to me, yeah, but what about your fork seals? They're going to pop out and it's going to leak. And I've done some hectic riding off-road with the bike, and I haven't had any issues. The bike comes back up nicely in the front, and it doesn't dip down too much and bottom out so much in the front when braking and going over some like pretty bad stuff. Got an aftermarket front disc that I've got here, and the old one was kind of worn out, so I decided just to get it, and it seems to give, sorry Scar, come on, it seems to give some much better braking on the front. They're really cool. There's also a fork brace. Whether it works or not, I'm not sure. I've never had it off. I got the bike like that, so I can't tell you much obviously about that. Smotech bash plates at the bottom. I haven't got the sump plug like the Tusk one you get, which is a low profile. I haven't got any of that on the bike as yet. Yeah, so I'm still wanting to get that, although if you look carefully, the sump bolt, okay, it's kind of there, so if you look down, it's still up in there, but you know, if you really have to hit something hard, you might kind of get it caught. So I'd like to still do that. I've fitted some terminals to the bike, just some extra ones. Maybe if somebody gets a flat battery, I carry like a small cable that I can use. I just plug this in, this goes straight to the battery, start up the bike. It's got some clips on the other side you can clip onto the other guy's battery, and yeah, hopefully that can help jumpstart another bike. You know, you could use it for other stuff as well. Yeah, then cell phone charger, I got this off of Take A Lot. It's a Qualcomm fast charger. It's got the sort of like a waterproof rubber plug. Sorry, let me try and get this straight, sorry about that. So you got your USB there, and there's a little switch which is inside here. If you turn it on, a little light comes on. But yeah, it's nice, adjustable. I got an S10 Plus which fits in there pretty good. It seals quite nice. Also washed the bike with that. It's adjustable, so that's pretty cool. It's similar to like the ram mounts almost. This is the closest I could get to the ram. I couldn't really find any rams, but this is solid. I mean, yeah, I've gone through the forests and stuff with it. I haven't had any issues with that. That's for my lights that are fitted. And if you're a KLR guy, you'll know that crawling along in the bush you get pretty hot. Your temp climbs to at least like 3/4 or so. I've still got the standard thermostat and all that sort of stuff, standard radiator, no extra other mods on radiator. Sorry, yeah, that's a bit of a bash that happened there. But I haven't had any issues. I'd like to change the radiator as well one of the days. But anyways, that comes to the second switch. That's for the fan. So basically you hit the switch. I've bridged it out. Well, not bridged it out, so the fan still runs normally. When you run the bike, the fan will kick in as normal, cool the bike down. But I prefer to, if I am crawling around and stuff while the bike's running, just hit the switch, and it actually brings the temp down quite a lot. So all I've really done is run the wire straight from the switch down. Don't know if you're going to be able to see in here, and I've pretty much joined it into there. My switch broke, so yeah, but I've joined, as you can see, there's 2 wires which go to the switch, and it's basically all it is it bridges the line closed on the switch, and as soon as you hit the switch, the fan comes on. So, which is quite a cool mod. I like that, and yeah, that's been one of the coolest things that I really enjoy because it keeps it cool, right? Foot pegs, these are steel. They're not the aluminium. They are heavier obviously than the aluminium, but it's a much wider foot peg. They're from a TTX 125 apparently. So I've done a mod where I've still used the same spring. There's not really much play on them, so which is okay. I've just kind of cut the spring, left the other one, you know, sort of bent up against there, so you still get your spring back on it, and that works really well. Nice grip, because my boots are kind of smooth underneath, and I just got new boots. I didn't realize that they'd be that slippery, but I had like aftermarket aluminium ones before that had like just these holes drilled in, and I would slip constantly on them with my boots when they got wet. And that's when I decided to go for something a bit more better that grips a lot more. That's really awesome. So that grips well. Yeah, if there's anything else that you guys want to know about the bike, then let me know. Give me a shout, drop a comment, and let's take a look. I'll see if I can answer some comments for you. Right guys, cheers.